So we're back with the 2006 YFZ450. So it's been like a week later since the last video. Finally got the parts in the mail. Not a lot of parts, just a few parts. So last video we just cleaned it up, seeing what it needed, and this is what I got. So I got the K&N filter to clean the K&N engine air filter because that was really dirty, caked up with some dirt. We got the headlights, both housings, finally came in the mail. I got a bolt kit. It's not a new bolt kit, but it's just the old one that I've had on previous quads. Let's see, I got a high flow filter oil for an oil change, and then this one right here, that's the brake light that the dude gave me. So we gotta figure out how to wire that up, and that's another oil for the air filter. I already had a previous kit. I just had to get new cleaning spray, so I just ordered up a new kit for that. So yep, it's still pretty clean. Hopefully today we'll get it started up, do the oil change on it, put the lights in, clean up the air filter on it. Should be up and going. Yeah, the first thing I'm probably gonna do is change out clean up the air filter. So as we're working on the rest of it, I can just have it cleaned up, drying up, and then towards the end of the video, it should be all dried up and oiled up and ready to put back on for the first start. So yeah, there's the air filter. Like I said, it's pretty caked up with some dirt. So what I'm going to use here is this K&N air filter cleaner. So it is a actual K&N air filter. As you can see, stamped in the back. I don't know if you can see that, but it's stamped in the back. It says K&N. It's not those off-brand aftermarket wannabe K&N filters. So, all right, let's go ahead and get to that. I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt this air filter real quick. So for the air filter, it's just a little 8mm clamp. So unbolt that real quick, just loosen it up. Boom, come right off. Look at that. It's just caked with dirt all in between. Oh yeah, inside's not bad. It's still red, so let's give it a good solid clean. It says K&N, so it's the real deal. All right, you can see I got to clean inside the filter box too. Look at that, full of dirt. Just clean that up. Make sure all the intake boots are all tightened up. And I don't think the carburetor needs clean, so I'm probably not gonna clean the carburetor. But we'll see. Let's see how it runs when it starts up. If it does pop and stumble and there's like a little lag in the throttle, or it was like some kind of hiccup in the throttle, then I will end up probably taking that off and cleaning that up. All right, let's get this bad boy cleaned up. see, it's more like a white color instead of like a dark red maybe, or like a kind of like a brownish, like a red brown. And you see from the inside, you can see all the daylight, you see all the light. So yeah, I'm just gonna only do one pass on it, one clean. So let it sit, let it dry, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. So I don't want it to be damp or anything when I put the oil on. It'll just like reflect the oil and won't soak into the fabric, or the cotton I should say. So yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for maybe 30 minutes to an hour, just in the meantime while we're working on the four-wheeler. So I ended up finding the connector on here, and of course it was cut by the previous owner, making me do more work. But yeah, I might end up just taking this down real quick so I can get to the wire. But here's the wire back here. It was tucked all the way into the wire harness. I had to pull it out. But yeah, it's cut. You can see some of the wire showing, some of it's not. I have to cut it back a little bit, splice in some more wire, because I put the brake light right there. I put it where it's supposed to be, and like the wires don't reach each other, so I'm gonna have to put longer wire to it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so after about a time and a half, got her on. Man, is she straight? Hold on. I think it's the bar. I don't know, I think the bar brackets down here might be a little bit, causing it to be a little offset. I don't know. But yeah, I had a zip tie it, so I don't have the back bracket for it. So, I mean, it's on. It's wired up. It's connected. So there it is. Found some electrical tape. Kind of tucked away behind this reservoir, but I taped it all up. Hopefully it's got a good seal on it. I know it's still not the best way to connect these wires up, but hey, it'll do for now. Some of this tape's coming undone. Hopefully it'll bond up together. But yeah, it's all zip tied up to the frame, so it's not just hanging around. And then I got the reservoir bolted back up. There's the light. It's a smoked LED tail light. So I guess next up I gotta do is probably do the headlights on it. Do the headlights. That should be a lot easier to connect. At least this one has the other side of the harness, so I can just connect it. So that'll be a whole lot easier. Headlights are on. What you think? It is missing the housings around the headlights, the ones that got in the mail. So I just took off that one and just put both these ones without the housings on them. I think they look pretty good. They're missing a few bolts. I added a few bolts. This piece is missing both top bolt and the bottom bolt, so I put those on. So now it's pretty secure on them. And then I tested out the headlights too. They work. I'll show you those after I change the oil. and once we start it. But I guess I'll just leave these Nerf bars zip tied up, because there's no bolt hole or anything for any bolt to bolt them on. I don't know if these are just not meant for the quad, or if it's just missing the bolt hole on the bracket or on the frame. But I'm pretty sure these are not the right Nerf bars for this four-wheeler. So I'm just gonna probably leave it as it is. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. It's not like it takes a lot of force. All you're doing is resting your feet on the netting, pretty much. So I'll probably just leave it like it is, honestly. So next I'll probably, since I got the headlights on, taillights on, next I'll probably take this air filter box off because it's super dirty. So it's just gonna be this clamp over here on the backside, then these 4 bolts, and I was missing this bolt right here, but I do got an extra bolt for that. And I got a bolt for this too as well, for the battery bracket. Secure the air box in place. That's pretty good, cleaned up. Next I'm gonna go ahead and do the oil change. So you got a bolt under here, under the external tank. And you also got a bolt, I believe, right there for the crankcase. And then you also got, of course, the oil filter. So we'll go ahead and drain those. Luckily for me, the skid plate's on, but the guy cut out a little square window for me to take off the bolt, so that's good. It was a little dark. Not really though. Looks like it's sort of new. We'll change it anyways. We don't know what kind of oil he used or how much he put in, because overflow was for the top, so. See if there's any metallic flakes in there. Nope, I don't see any so far. Got a gasket in there? Oh yeah. Nope. Looks pretty good. No metallics. High flow filter 141. That's what the 06 Yamaha YFZ450 is called for. I actually recommend these filters a lot. Got good reviews on them. Haven't had an issue with them so far. I use a 10W40, but really your preference, but the owner's manual I believe is 10W40. So it's about 2 quarts, a little under 2 quarts. So I just use 2 quarts. I do about 1.5 quarts in the tank and about half a quart in the crankcase. And just let it circulate, and it should be right up to the full line, or in between there. Once you run it, and it circulates throughout the motor. So we'll go ahead and do that. So 1.5 quarts in the tank. Got the air filter all oiled up, nice and red. Looks really fresh. Got the oil cleaned up. Oil's filled. She's ready to start, man. See what she's got.